Power to the people, we back to maintenance. Yeah, we gonna rock like crack when it came in. And you gonna love it. Salute to Low Deluxe, baby. This is another Making These Minutes. Special edition. Got the homie Sta-Lo in the building. And we're gonna get him to talk about this upcoming project he got coming out called Consistent. Sta-Lo.
You're referring to my album.
I'm referring to your album, baby.
I like the way you refer to it.
My man.
So that's my segue?
That's your segue, man. Talking. Give me a little louder. Get a little louder so we can hear you. So the people
You
can hear
ain't
you.
projecting so people in the back can hear me?
Yes.
A whole lot of people in the back.
All right.
But listen, understand, Consistent is an album. The reason why I named it Consistent is because I feel like life, you should get better at anything you do in life. Whether it is positive, I don't want it to be negative, but let it be positive. Everything you do should be consistent.
Consistency. So tell the people a little bit about you, man.
I'm an old head that like good music.
Oh, and like the music from Detroit.
Yes, I was born in Milwaukee.
Born in Milwaukee?
Came to Detroit 2 weeks after I was born.
Uh-huh.
I ain't look back.
I ain't look back.
It ain't
Okay.
about where you was. It's about where you at.
Yeah, hey, always moving forward.
Correct. Consistent. Same as plug.
Now, when did you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was about 13.
Okay.
Actually, a little bit before that, but 13. Like when I heard it was written, it changed my life. I really decided that I wanted to MC when I heard it was written.
Yeah, I won't lie. Nas, It Was Written was one of my favorite albums growing up. I also thought I could rap after that.
Okay.
But no, it wasn't for me. But after hearing your album, I can tell you it was for you.
Oh yeah,
no doubt.
Changed my life.
Hey, so why this album now?
Well, I got several albums before. Street Music was the last project I did. That was like 10 years ago. And then it was Focus. I'm Focused. And I had one called 9179. That was my very first project.
Okay.
Now, Consistent came from, I was done with rap after Street Music.
Okay.
Completely done. I was like, I ain't doing it no more. I ain't made it, but I love music.
Gotcha.
So I just recorded some songs here and there. The first song I actually recorded for Consistent was Swag Down in My Toes.
That's fine. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
I do appreciate
I like that one. It has like that. It comes in with like a smooth jazz type of intro, and then that beat kicks in. But like what makes it better is like your voice, the way you project over it. The beat and it's laid back, but then you come in with your lyrics over the top of it, and the flow kind of gives it more of a bounce to it.
Yeah, it's like an aggressive, smooth flow.
Right.
So that song is particularly for, say you dress, you and your lady, you and your ride, you feeling good, you feeling yourself.
Right.
That's what that song is for.
Okay.
Riding, if you smoke, you smoking. If you got your little sip, you get your little sip on.
Okay.
So that's what it's for.
Okay.
Grown man.
11 tracks on it.
Correct.
11 bangers.
Zeke.
I don't
Zeke is my favorite basketball player. That's why it's 11 tracks.
11 tracks. Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah.
Okay, that's dope.
Yes.
I'm a hater. Objective hater. Not a player hater. Not to be confused, but an objective hater.
I understand where you're coming from, bro.
So when I listen to stuff, I'm listening already to basically break it down and somewhat give the other perspective of it.
Okay.
And I was listening with that hate in my heart.
Okay. I follow you.
And as I was listening to it, I was like, there's nothing bad here.
Okay.
There's nothing bad here. Dope.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All 11 tracks.
Okay.
I've listened to the album 4 times.
I just sent it to you.
Just sent it to me. I've listened to it 4 times.
That's love.
I was cleaning up last night listening to it again.
That's what I made it for.
As I'm listening to it, like I said, I got to, start off and listen to Cartier.
A small circle, I got rid of guys. They wasn't thinking about success, so the ball had to minimize. They wasn't focused on the grand scheme. See, as a man, I was taught to provide and strive for your dreams. Never let your ego divide up the team. Let's get this money, we can divide up the cream. See, I break bread with my...
I'm like, okay, that's him all day, the glasses. But a nice little smooth, mellow Start Detroit style.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's my ode to Detroit.
Got
You
you.
wear good cards.
And then I think it was like the first time I was listening, I texted you and I was like, yeah, Down to My Toes is my shit.
Right.
And I was only 5 tracks in at that point in time, and Hood High.
The herb's essential, I roll it, light it, and I was mental. Homicide over instrumentals, my latest victims. Probably hated and nominated my congregation. Our president was black, but now he's racist. Let's face it, and look what we faced with. They said, fuck you to our faces, and we took it gracious.
Came next. Hood High and Watch.
Another black man dead in these streets, shot by a cop, fuck the police. They corrupted and they busting at me and anybody with the same complexion. It's like they out here trying to
Two of the songs on the album that really caught me because it showed how conscious you were. Can you share your mindset on why you went with just those conscious albums like that, those conscious tracks?
Sandra Bland, a few names come to mind. Sandra
Okay.
Bland, Mike Brown. I can't think of my man. They shot in front of his kid. Kid was in the back seat. What's his name? This girl was taping live.
Oh, Philando Castile.
Him. Situations like that made me write those songs. Trump
Okay.
made me write Hood High.
Okay.
I was pissed. That's how long ago it was when I wrote that first verse.
Yeah.
I was upset at the fact that he won due to the fact that he's not a politician.
Right.
Due to the fact his track record of running a business is horrible.
Right.
But yet and still he's there. So basically what they did was say, fuck us. Can I cuss?
Yeah.
Said fuck us. Basically gave us the middle finger.
Right.
Being that I was fed up, but I feel like sometimes I'm Malcolm X reincarnated. I can't be when I'm focused. I just had to write something about it. I couldn't let it go unspoken.
That's dope. A lot of people don't realize that talking about it is a part of the solution to the problem.
Correct.
Being aware of what's going on, and the biggest influence, or the biggest power is influence.
Right.
A lot of people don't realize that. So if you can reach people through that, you're doing a lot.
Right.
And as it wasn't only that really caught me. It was another song was Funeral. I kind of almost put Funeral in the same sense because Funeral, you rap about what's wrong with the game.
Yes.
Explain.
If I don't understand what you're saying, I feel like you shouldn't be on the radio.
Okay.
If you're not making sense, if you're not encouraging people, if you're not just speaking positive, if you just whack, period, that's what it boils down to.
Right.
Like if you're a garbage MC, you should not have a microphone. And I'm gonna speak from an arrogant side of me. I can't stand you garbage ass niggas. Bottom line. Bottom line. Now I don't mind if you mumble. Just say some shit with your mumble. Don't sit here and say 50 racks, 50 racks, 50 racks on top of rack. That's just garbage, man.
Talk to these niggas.
That shit is garbage.
Let's go.
Flat out. Like if you're gonna write a song that makes sense. Write a song that inspires people. Write a song that means that's something that you do. Don't sit there and just be talking about racks on top. I'm tired of hearing you niggas. Bottom line. And now when I drop consistent, don't be mad because it's consistently good as it goes on the album. That's just a little arrogant side of me. I'm sorry. Back to the interview.
But see, I like that because a lot of these artists, I look at them as, what they call them microwave artists. I like to go deeper into it. Like they're the microwavable, the pizza rolls.
Ding.
Things like that. Things
Ready.
that are quick to go in. Like
Ding. 2 minutes. A song.
they give you one hot hook with a nice beat.
Ding. Nice big nice.
And I'm
hook.
guilty. I listen to this shit here and there.
Yeah.
And
I do too. Don't get me wrong. But majority of it,
Right.
it's not good. Like they have a hot song, but
Yeah.
the album be horrible.
Yeah.
You be
And
like-
so for me, that was one of the things. I listened to, okay, I can listen to Kendrick album all the way through,
All the way through.
but I can be guilty of listening to Bust Down, Tatiana. But there's no way in hell I can listen to his whole album. So that's that type of shit I'm talking about, Like,
Same, yes.
okay.
I agree
okay,
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. But are you what the game is missing? Like, what's distinctive about your style? What sets you apart from everyone else?
The fact that I make sense.
Okay.
You know, when you write a song should be constructed as a hammer or a sandwich, I should say.
Okay.
The first verse or the beat is the bread.
Mm-hmm.
Your lyrics is the meat, and then the way you end the song should be the bottom part of the bread. Or the first verse should be the bread, the middle verse is the meat. That's where you really talk to a person. Because the first verse is an introduction to what you're about to talk about.
Okay.
The second verse is that meat that fills you up. And the last verse is that when you got that last piece of sandwich, you're like, man, this mother's so good. You take it and you eat it and you mad it's gone. That's what that last verse should be about.
Well, and I'll give you credit to your album being a full course meal.
I'm full.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
full.
It was definitely enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any new artists that you currently listen to?
It's new as far as what, like year old, 2 years, what?
Last 5 years. We'll say actually I would say this decade. Last 10 years.
Yeah. You got a name of it. The only one that I've been listening to lately is Nipsey.
Okay.
And that album is a classic.
Yeah.
It ain't coming out my playlist for
Okay.
at least 6 more to 7 months.
Okay. You listen to Kendrick?
I do.
Okay.
I like Kendrick.
Cole?
I love Cole.
Sean?
Sean is cool.
Okay.
Sean is
Okay.
cool. I'm not his biggest fan.
Gotcha.
But I know he's nice.
I actually, I'm kind of like the same with him. It's like I'm not his biggest fan, but he's nice. And one of the things I can say about Sean, that if you don't mind me comparing to you, y'all both from Detroit with a different sound than the normal just
Go ahead.
rap about drugs
Go ahead.
and rap about shooting them up sound.
Correct. I agree with that.
You can kind of know not to those artists, but you kind of know it's a Detroit sound immediately when you hear certain albums, certain tracks. But with this one, I was listening to it and I'm like, okay, you know it's Detroit, but you don't know it's not the Detroit sound.
Right.
It's different.
I want it to be where if I don't tell you where I'm from,
Mhm.
you can try to guess it because you're not gonna know.
Gotcha.
Until you hear me say something like, you know the Detroit song,
Right.
like saying Cartier, you would know that. Okay, he's from Detroit. I didn't know that.
Right.
So then maybe that make you look deeper into it.
Right.
Maybe that make you look at other artists from Detroit. You know, for the people that follow me.
Right. Now, are you independent or working with a label or?
No, I just got my team, my family. You know, we just trying to do as much as we can possible. I mean, why have a label when you can do it yourself? You know what I
True.
mean? If I can push it out to the masses by doing interviews with good guys like yourself, other good guys that I have on my team, why do I need a label?
Honestly, don't. Cut the middleman.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Run off with the plug, ran off on the plug.
So you said you currently listening to Nipsey. Any other?
Oh man, Ross, listen, let me explain something to you. Ross was a huge inspiration to this album.
Okay.
Cartier Glasses was I pictured him talking about a Maybach
Okay.
when I was writing it.
Got you.
And I was trying to embody the Rick Ross
I
type.
can feel that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that, and it was another song on there that he inspired. Black 300, All I Know.
Okay.
That conversation, by the way, was a real conversation me and my brother had.
Okay.
For y'all that don't know, my brother came to me and was like, we would listen to my music. He was like, you better than Tupac. Now, understand me, I laughed really hard when he said this because I said, bro, you only said that because I'm your brother. And he was like, well, why can't you be better than Pop?
Right.
I had no answer. He like, we put people on a high pedestal when we act like we can't surpass those people.
Right.
Which in fact we can. I'm not saying that I'm better than Pac in no means, in no fashion, no form. But I understood where he was coming from.
Well,
Because Kobe's better than Mike. I said it. I said it. I said it.
well, you know, like we are. America is built on breaking records.
I said it.
America is built on breaking records, so
Right.
you're supposed to surpass.
Right.
Since you brought it up, who's winning the championship?
Man, come on, Durant already got that in the bag. He
Durant already got it.
He already hold the trophy up. We ain't worried about nobody. And I said we. I'm a Warriors bandwagon fan. I agree because I like Kevin Durant, best player in the league. Tell LeBron I said it.
Who
Don't tell them that.
So who's coming out the East then? Who's gonna try to at least stop them?
I wasn't a big fan of Giannis,
Giannis.
but I gotta give him his props. The boys playing insane.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi's playing insane for Toronto. I gotta see the first game.
Okay.
I gotta see the first game.
Okay.
Then I give you a better answer.
All right. I'm mad at that.
I give you a better answer.
I'm mad at that. I just wanted you to show Giannis love. That's all.
Yeah. He shut me up on the last game. I was like, okay, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. I had to go on Facebook like, yeah, I'm sorry, Giannis. Giannis, what's his name?
Giannis. Don't get me to pronounce his last name because that's tough.
I'm not gonna do it. I can put no disrespect, but I just can't pronounce it.
So, okay, you told me Nas was one of your inspirations. You said Rick Ross.
Ice Cube.
Growing up, Ice Cube. Any other? Slick Rick.
My brother is the main reason why I rap.
Okay.
My brother Jim, I'll never forget it. I was young. Went over to my grandma's house. My grandma raised him. He put a videotape in. It was him and 3 of his homeboys or 2 of his homeboys, whatever it was. And he was freestyling. He was the king of freestyle.
Okay.
And right then and there, I was like, I want to do that. You know what I mean? So ever since then, he don't even know this. Same one that said I was better than Tupac. Same brother. And ever since then, I've just been rapping. Used to get the tapes and record Slick Rick off the radio. Listen to that children's story. I do that from front to back. The Devil Came Up to Detroit. Remember that?
Yeah.
The Devil Came Up to Michigan.
Yeah.
I used to listen to that all the time. I don't know who made that. But Q wasn't your basic lyricist. He did compound words. He was straight to the point, direct. If you listen to my music, you can hear some Q, you can hear some Pac, you can hear some Nas, Ross, and Lil J.
Okay.
My past albums, a lot of J. You can hear a lot of J in the past album.
Now, outside of music, what else you working on?
Videos.
Videos.
We're trying to do movies, videos. The boy D, he wrote a TV show.
Okay.
It's called, I forget what it's called offhand, but yeah, he wrote a TV show. I just wrote the characters.
Now that's D that was on the
Funeral.
Yeah.
And he was on a Run Up.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Which that damn Run Up. Hey, both his verses on their coat. I ain't gonna front.
They are.
I'm gonna say this. I've been telling him this for years. He's better than Nas. You heard it here first. If he'll sit, he right here. If you will sit and write an album, I'm telling you, him, Nas, and AZ was like on the same level. Real talk. Real talk.
Now I want to hear more from him. He made that super comparison. You gotta hear it.
I mean, we did what's the album we did?
New Kingdom.
New Kingdom album. Me, him, and his cousin, we did a New Kingdom album, and it was almost like a heavyweight fight.
Gotcha.
Because when you're writing and someone's featuring, it's a silent competition.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear his verse, I'm like, I gotta go back in the lab.
Right.
You hear my voice, I gotta go back in the lab. And it was just like a heavyweight fight back and forth.
That's dope.
But it was all love doing it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Anything else, man, you want to tell the people?
As far as music goes, I feel like a person told me that when they heard my street music album, they told me that you should go deeper. So that's why this album has things like the song "Please Pass the Reefer Out There."
Yeah.
Right? You got a song like that. You got "The Watch."
Okay.
You got the Funeral. All of the stuff that I would have never talked about maybe 5 years ago, I should say.
Gotcha.
I would have never talked about that. I used to be very angry when I was writing when I was a kid. Very angry, just mad at the world for whatever reason. And I used to write a bunch of violent songs, like verses just was like, yeah, I'll shoot you.
Right.
Dude walked to me, I'll never forget it. Dude came up to me, he was in the studio. He said, man, I'll be real. He said, why you rapping about all that shit that you don't do? At the time, I was angry.
Right.
We got into it. But I want to thank that man. I forget his name, but I want to thank him because that made me realize you got to humble yourself. That's not you. Be you. So I encourage all MCs, be you. You don't have to rap about violence. You don't have to rap about drugs. You don't have to rap about laying up with all these women. Just do you. I mean, if you're doing that, fine, but just do you and try to inspire the youth because the music right now is trash. And I don't even use that word. That shit is trash.
So your pen comes from your heart.
Correct. And that's how I feel like that's how it should be.
Right.
You know, you sometimes as an artist, you gotta let people in because you want that love like Tupac get. You want that love like Nipsey got.
Right.
You want that. You don't want to just be an MC, a fly-by-night MC.
True.
You know what I mean? Yo, one hit wonder, your song come on every now and then. But then where's your album? Where's your body of work?
Right.
Come on, man.
Well, hey, end it on that, man, because you just dropped knowledge.
I try to.
Tell the people where they can follow you.
You can follow me on. You can catch me on Facebook, but I'm sorry, Sta-Lo Music Group. You can catch me on Instagram. It's just STA_LO. And Twitter, Sta-Lo. Can't remember my handle offhand, but I'm on Twitter. And that's pretty much it. I got other stuff coming too. I got a single out right now. It's on all streaming platforms. Sta-Lo, Down on My Toes. You can catch that. I'm about to drop All I Know. That's coming in a few weeks, maybe about 2 weeks. I'm gonna drop that, and then in July, the album should be out, Consistent. And I'll come back with the dates for y'all, so y'all can go ahead and get that.
All right, man, cool, man. I'm gonna leave the link to all his info under this video. And hey, man, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, look, listen. When I grow up, I'm gonna be like you.
Hey, man,
I told you.
listen. You said you're a new podcaster, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have the same beard.
All right, man, we out.
Cloud chasing, my mind racing. It's a time for consistent, but this defines greatness. They should play this once every hour on every station. For those who hunger for rap, well, this'll feed the nation. See the reefers like ventilation, I breathe better.